Welcome back everyone to the channel. This video is all about hoisting your sail or unfurling your in-mast furling sail with a Selden rig and an endless rope. We're going to do this on a Hanse 508. It's a question I get asked all the time and often a trouble with the check-in that people don't understand exactly how this system works or how to do it to their best results. So we're going to go through that today. First thing we're going to do is the setup and how each component works. Then we're going to go through the operation of getting the sail out, putting a reef in and how to have the reef sitting properly, and then taking that reef out to full sail and sailing. So the first piece we're going to deal with is on the Hanse 508. We're on the Hanses, we all have the lines all running down to starboard. This is what we call the endless rope. Now this is going to run up, it's got no end, okay, it's joined, and it runs all the way up and around to the mast, around the Selden unit on the mast. Now if you look at this unit, it has these two positions, ratchet and free. When it is free and both of these clutches are open, we can turn that wheel remotely using this line, or wind the sail in with a winch handle, alright, remotely using this line. When these are closed and there is good tension on that endless loop, it grips this drum at the mast and holds it in place, mostly. Big note here, this will not hold in your sail in 25 knots as a reef. You must flick this switch to ratchet, which we'll go through in this process. So first thing we're going to do with raising the main is we're going to release a little bit of our mainsail sheet tension onto the winch first, so there's no load on the clutch. Then we can ease that out. We're just going to ease the boom out like that, so that when we put the sail out, it's not flapping around like crazy, but it's in control. Then we're going to take the endless line and we're going to put a few wraps on this. Now please note, this is too short. This is straight from the Hanse factory. It's too short. This should be at least back here long so you can manage it, in my opinion. So we're going to manage that and we're going to open both of these clutches, okay? You've got to manage this line yourself, open both of those clutches. Because we're releasing out, I'm going to go down to 2 turns on the right-hand side, the starboard side line, which is effectively the easing line when we're pulling out the sail. Now I'm going to feed the sail like this, and Erin's going to grind the outhaul in. We can't feed the sail too much without the outhaul coming out because you'll unroll it in the mast. We don't want to drag the sail out too much because you'll tighten the furl in the mast. You're just putting forces on stuff you don't need to. So, ready to go, Erin? Yeah. We're on a close hauled course here and an eased main sheet. It's a bit tighter than close hauled. Just going to slow down the engine so we've just got enough speed for control. Clear water in front of us, clear water behind us. Okay, ready to bring out the mainsail. Yeah. Okay, start grinding. So I maintain tension. I feed my right hand like this while I'm pulling on my port side on the left hand to run the sail out, to allow it to turn. If I just let all this go, the wind will get into the sail and it will just fire out. And that's not good. So there's a little bit of resistance, but I feed with my right hand and I pull with my left. And you see how we're just unfurling the sail? Erin's now catching up with me, but there's a little bit of weight in it. So I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to bring our heating up. The wind shifted on us a little bit there. I'm going to bring us up 10 degrees into the wind to make sure that she's not working too hard. She's working hard, so I'll keep easing. There we go. The sail's, see how the sail's luffing a bit, but it's not flapping like crazy. Don't have to be dead into the wind for this. Now we're lucky today because we've got no bimini and no spray hood, so it's really easy to film this whole thing with you guys so you can see it. Okay, so say that was the amount of sail that I wanted out. I wanted a reef. I'm just going to get the 508 out so it looks pretty. At this point, I'm going to close both of these clutches and I'm going to pull tension on these lines so they're locking the clutch. That's going to hold on the drum, all right? Now I'm going to go forward before Erin tensions. See, we're still luffing a little bit, haven't got a heap of tension on this. So stop there, Erin. I'm going to go forward and we're going to flip this over from ratchet sorry, from free to ratchet again. Okay, so the tension is taken up on this line. So this is very easy to do, over like that. Now it's on ratchet and the sail cannot go out any further. So we can pull on the out haul. Let's tension the out haul, Erin. We get a good tension on the out haul. That's good there. And now we can bear away onto the wind and see how our set is. And we have a reefed main. Now, the important part of this is this. Right now, I can open these because there's no pressure on them. Because the rig on the mast is set to ratchet, it cannot let the sail go out any further. Let's have a little bit more tension on that out haul, Erin. It's just a little bit loose for a reefed sail. No electric winches on here. That's good there, I'm happy with that. All right, now we're going to go through the process. Hey, we conservatively put out, put 2 reefs in or put a reef in, which is great. And now we want to put out the whole sail, okay? So we're going to reverse engineer exactly what we've done. Right now I'm going to close those clutches. I'm going to pull the tension on. I'm going to put that in there. Can I have a winch handle, please? Brand new boat, we don't have winch handle pockets. Now what I'm going to do is put a small amount of tension into this drum so that it acts like it's turning it in. What this does, just that much, okay? If your electric winch is very careful, do this manually, okay? What that does is it tensions back from the ratchet on the mast to the line so that now I can go forward and flick that back to free in order to let more sail out. All right, now it's on free. Erin, you're going to need your winch handle. Got eyes on this boat. We're going to go up another 10 degrees back on, so we're not sailing anymore, sailing a bit less. Could also ease the main sheet, but because I'm doing this under motor to explain it, we can now, with the tension on this side, I can open both these clutches and hold tension on my left hand. This is the important part. Now I can go back to this position, not just let go of this because that will let it all run. Now I can ease it out just like before and we can put out the full main. Ready, Erin?
Yep, ready.
Going upwind a little more. Now I can feed it out nicely. We can put all of our mainsail out in control. Or you could do stages of reefing, of course. Now, once that's all the way out, it's full locked on the spindle in the mast for the furler. So you don't need to A, lock these, and B, put it over to ratchet. You can, because that way if you put it to ratchet now, when you haul it back in, it will be at a reef position without going forward. Okay, but if you are on light wind days going from free to free to free to free, sorry, if you were on light wind days going from full to closed to full to closed, it could just stay on free the whole time. It has to be on ratchet when you are reefed. Okay, can I have the winch handle, please? Main sheet on. Main sheet in. Look, I hope that was helpful. Very detailed way of how to use that In-Mast Furler, and hopefully with the view from all the cameras and no bimini, you're able to see what's going on. But that is how we do an In-Mast Selden furler with the ratchet free and the endless rope. Any questions, throw them in the comments, please. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this crap. And we're going to go sailing. Woo. Okay, that was quite good. I've been meaning to do that for about 2 years.
Ay, el rachetón. El más rap. Te lo voy a dar. Dice que le gustan los gorditos. Ay, ay, ella quiere perrear, quiere un gordito, me quiere amarrar, solo le doy un poquito. Ella quiere perrear, me llama papacito. Quítate la ropa, baby, cuando yo estoy listo. Ella quiere perrear, ella quiere perrear.
casual sailing. Erin, what are you doing today?
Yes,